Hi guys, welcome to the very first episode of the Coffee with Dilis podcast. First of all, before we move on, I just want to say Happy New Year. I hope you guys had an amazing festive period and you all had fun. And I pray that this new year comes with good tidings anyway. Okay, so I know I've always wanted to do this podcast, or just do something on YouTube. And every time I'll start, and then something will happen, I'll just drop it. But this year, I promise you guys, we are starting, and it's going to be from here on, we're going to have a lot of episodes. So on this podcast, I'm going to be doing this with two of my friends, and we'll be bringing you interesting stories, we'll bringing you life experiences, and also I want you all to know that you can always comment in the comment section, or use the comment section to tell us what you think. If you disagree with us, it's very okay. You can always tell us. We are out here to all learn. And to our listeners out there also, we just want to let you guys know that we're here for you guys. And also, you can always drop comments on topics that you want us to talk about, and tell us if you want us to bring some people on the podcast or on the show that you like to watch them or you like to listen to them. Today, on this very first episode, guys, I'm going to be introducing the amazing trio, right? Myself, I am your very humble, the most amazing, the wonderful, the troublemaker, Yad Mama Extraordinary. And on this podcast today, the second person, that's the first person on my left-hand side, that is supposed to be the second person on this podcast, is the dark, chocolate dripping, 6 feet soldier of the American something, Fritz Bobga. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go.
Thank you very much, Dilis. Thank you, Adma, for inviting us or for making us part of your platform. You remind me of the dark chocolate stuff, and I'm blessed that I have an extra dose of melanin, and I'm really grateful for that. Hey, this has been a long time coming. Me and Dilis and this other guy here you're going to discover soon. We've been friends for a long time. We always sit and have real, meaningful conversations about serious topics that impact us, our lives, and us as youths and as people in the society. And we thought, hey, why don't we bring these conversations out there and share them with you so we can interact with you and get your feedback and maybe learn from you as well. So we're trying to get this platform going so we can have these meaningful, life-changing conversations and move our society further. Regardless of society, African society, American society, anywhere you're listening or viewing us right now, please comment and join our community. We're trying to grow this community so we can be better people together. Thanks.
I know it's going to be an amazing ride with you here, And the second person or the third person on my very far left that you're going to be discovering, he's going to be on the podcast every episode, is no other person but the man from Seoul.
That's me. Thank you so much, Yat Mama, for the introduction. It's quite an amazing thing to be here, to share experiences, to share stories from other people with everyone listening. I think I want to call you the crew because, we are going to take this ride together. I want to assure you that this is going to be an amazing platform where we will come to share, learn, and grow as individuals and as a community. So stick with us, stay with us, and stay tuned throughout.
So today we're going to be talking about a topic that is very particular and dear to the three of us because we live in a country that is not originally ours. We are all Cameroonians from Africa, and we moved to the United States different years. I think I've been here, 4 years. Fritz, Lionel, you're going to learn from all of them. They're going to tell you how long they've been here. When we moved over here, we faced certain challenges, or we noticed different things. So we're going to be talking about some of those differences or the culture shock that we all experienced when we got here. I have my own different experience. Fritz definitely has his, and Lionel has his own experience. So you're going to be hearing about the different challenges that we face, the good things, the bad things, or the strange things that we had to deal with and get used to when we moved over here. But before we go into that topic, I'm going to give the floor to everyone to introduce themselves. I'll start with myself. My name is Dilis Esau. I am a lawyer, barrister solicitor of the Supreme Courts of Nigeria and Cameroon, respectively, and about to be of New York and Maryland. And then over here in America, I am, what would I say? Am I going to say I'm kind of jobless? I don't know how to put it. Well, I just do business. I have a braiding shop that I run. I have e-commerce stores online. I'm always doing everything. I'm jack of all trades. I'm looking for money. I always say that if I had to have another name, my name is going to be Ego, Sika, Money, whatever it is, money in your dialect, that's going to be my name because I love money. I like nice things of life. And I moved to the United States about 4 years ago. I have been here all this time. I live in Maryland. And that's what you're going to know about me. But subsequently, as we go on and dive into different episodes, you're going to know a lot of other things about me. I'm going to leave the floor to Fritz and Lionel to tell you about themselves before we come back to the cultural shock that we all experience when we move to the Obodo of the Americas. Thank you, guys. Okay, so coming to America was really not my first flight. My first flight, I remember I was going to Ghana to meet my mom. My mom used to work in Ghana, so that's how we were able to live in Ghana. So my very first flight, I left Douala that morning. For some reason, I mean, it was just very casual. It was my first flight, but I didn't travel with my dad, but he had to take me to the airport. So we left Limbe. It was just regular. You know, normally in Cameroon, when you want to travel, we go Sape, we go hire taxi or hire Clando, may carry una go and stuff like that. But we just went to the agency, took a bus. It took us to that park for Bonaberry itself. We'll not even take na Clando where you take we cross town. Yes, then we took a taxi from there straight to the airport. Now when I got there, I think the very first I needed to have a visa or something like that. It was just around that time that you could not just fly from Cameroon to Ghana. You needed a visa or an invitation letter. Good thing it was a working day. So my dad called my mom. She just went to her boss and the man prepared, Mr. Sampson, shout out to you. He prepared a letter, an invitation letter, and just sent it by email. They printed it out and then I boarded the flight. So when I was leaving this particular thing, I had to transit in Nigeria. It was Virgin Nigeria. That was the airline that we used. That time, I don't think Virgin Nigeria still exists.
I don't know. Was it a subsidiary of the Virgin Airways in Britain?
I think so because it was about the same logo.
Okay.
Yes. So I was supposed to pay $100 at the airport in Ghana for my visa. Oh. For my stamp, right? Entry stamp. So my dad gave me the $100, right? And then gave me 50 euros on the other side. That was like money to eat because it was my first flight. He wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy the food. He wasn't. You guys are a mess. So that's how we used to buy it.
You thought there was going to be soya on the flight?
No, my dad was just saying that because the transit time in Nigeria was really long. So that was his problem. Like sitting in Nigeria at the airport in Nigeria for all those hours, maybe I'll be hungry or something. So when I got to when we got to Nigeria, you know, they'll bring everybody out. So my mom had really educated me on how to do it. Follow your gate, just look at it, listen, you know. So I was listening, so I could figure out where my gate was and everything. So I moved there, and then the other people that I was going to Ghana with them, they were all transiting in Nigeria as well. We went ahead, sat down, we're waiting. So I was so excited that I wasn't even hungry. But we were sitting there for hours. I was so excited. I just wanted to. Oh my God! It was my first plane ride. It was. I didn't care.
So you're not scared. You're not scared about anything. You had no fear. Like,
no, so turbulence be there.
So
no, no fast forward to read. So when we were about to board, right? You know, Nigerians, I'm so sorry, but there's something with the airport. Most African countries, I've experienced it in Nigeria, I've experienced it in Cameroon as well. When we were about to board, the guy noticed that I was 17. So he knew that I was not very experienced and he could manipulate me kind of. So I was putting on a pair of jean trousers just like this one. So I had the $100 on this. I had the 50 euros on this other side. So he was like, you don't have a visa, you can't board. My mom had already told me, don't worry, if they want to disturb you in Nigeria, your end point is not Nigeria. Your end point is Ghana. Ghana is the one that has to decide whether they're going to let you in or not. So I told the guy, I said, no, you're not. So I kept on reciting what my mom had told me. He was like, no, you can't go. You know, if you have to go, you have to give us some money. My mom had already told me that it could happen. Not like it's normal, but it could happen. Don't give them your money. The $100 is for you to pay at the airport in Ghana. So I said no. So I kept on saying, my dad gave me $100. It's here. it's for my visa in Ghana, and this other 50 euro I was supposed to eat, but I've not been hungry, so I still have my money here. They did not tell me I was going to give money to anybody. The man said, if you don't give me money, I will not. I said, see, I already know what I'm supposed to do. This one here, this $100 Ghana, this one I'm supposed to eat. So I was just starting one day. So the guy got kind of fed up, and then they had boarded everybody. I was the only one standing there. They started announcing my name. So something just told me. I saw one man passing. I didn't even, and it was late at night. It was like 9 p.m. I saw one man just going by. I was the only one sitting there. I just said, excuse me, sir, are you the boss over here? These people are trying to refuse. So by the time I was trying to explain myself, because he was a little bit far from me, the guy just said, come on board, they're already announcing. And then what are you sitting here and doing? What kind of foolish child is this?
Really?
At that time,
like they were the ones holding you back.
At that time, I didn't even want to quarrel. I just said, you know what, let me go. I went in. Now, because they had been calling my name, they had taken out my bags because they thought maybe I was not going to make the flight. So they took out my bags. Guess what? I got to Ghana. Of course, the $100 that was here. By the time the man at the counter I just said, yes, I have my $100. My dad said, I'll pay you guys when I get here. So I gave him the money. They stamped my passport and everything. And then I went to collect my bags. There were no bags. I only had my hand luggage because I was the last person to board.
Yeah, so they thought
I was not even going to board. You know, they always try to check. So they took out my bags, and yeah, so that was my very first. And then it was funny again because my mom could not make it. She was working, so she couldn't leave Kumasi to come to Accra to pick me up. She had to send one of her colleagues at the institution where she was working to come and pick me up at the airport. And then we went to his friend's house. That's where we passed the night. And then from there we went to Kumasi the next morning. It was a long ride. For some reason it was long. The journey was really long, but normally it's not really that long. I think I was just excited.
You were just
I just wanted to see my mom, and so between Ghana between Nigeria and Ghana, I go Badroom, say I go Peace. Also, I think somewhere over Togo. You know how pilot they always talk. We are fly, flying middle latitude, whatever. We're gonna be experiencing a little bit of turbulence. I didn't say Badroom at the Peace. The turbulence, I say, hey. So if I want to die, that's what I'm toilet.
Nothing.
Oh God! See, that's why the struggle, the dima for inside that small tiny,
and it can be very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. Yeah. So imagine me flying for my first time. I don't hear about turbulence. I don't, you don't read about time and things like that. And then
it didn't even happen when you were in your seat.
Not at all. It was crazy. I tell you, it was crazy. But then overall, it was a good experience for me. Yeah. So. It was.
Talking about turbulence, when we landed here, we were supposed to land somewhere in Pittsburgh, I think, something like that. I don't know.
Where's that?
I don't know. It's America.
It should be somewhere in Pennsylvania.
So we're going to land there first and before having. And then, matter of fact, we're going to land here, but there was turbulence. This same thing just reminded me, and the plane was doing all the turbulence stuff.
Yeah.
And
that thing is not funny.
Like, I thought something was going to go down.
Yeah. Imagine you coming to America and dying on the day you're entering America.
They had some small kids on the plane were like, woohoo! So they fell in a roller coaster. So they had this roller coaster feel, and they were lifting their hand. I said, look, I'm about to die here.
Were they white kids?
Yeah, white kids, of course, but they are used to flying and all that. So, and they thought they were on a roller coaster for sure. I didn't even know what that was, but I know they had this feeling of joy.
Oh my God!
These kids, do you know somebody can die?
Just like that, and they are busy doing hoo-hoo and all of that.
It just reminded me of the authority in Europe. I'm going to leave boys to man, just die, just now like this. Oh, I'm not Irish.
Actually, my first experience was quite, I would say, interesting. It was fun to me, regardless. One thing that is about me is when I'm going anywhere for the very first time, I don't hurry to go and be the first person.
Yeah,
I stay behind and see how people are doing it, and then I come with confidence.
Yeah,
as though like there was no way somebody had to chop me.
No way someone would tell that was your very first trip. And that's smart. I should be doing that.
Right. And what I did was the way I first of all dressed. You will even be scared.
Sape.
I didn't sape. It was.
So they didn't know people. They might first time sape. Oh, my uncle came to Ghana.
No way shoe.
No way tomato. That's so funny. Sorry, competition. when I came that day, when I landed, so me and Marimo would just the story easy to say people they like for when they enter plane for their first time, about for SAP code and all of that. So we just had that conversation. So our family friend came from Cameroon, so they don't send person may go pick he just came. So I think he flew into Accra and then took another flight to Kumasi. So Kumasi to the house is really not far. By the time he got home, he boss we
Sweat.
dripping, hot suit. That means 3-piece. Trouser, petticoat, coat, the equal briefcase. He had luggage. Be that briefcase. I'm saying, tell me, my room open door.
Oh my God! Look at this native.
We had just talked about it, so you can imagine we're like,
oh, this is what we're talking about.
then we both laugh. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Lionel.
It's okay. I mean, yeah. So, I was just dressed simply. Came in, the Douala people, how they
I was trying to get money from
and it is my strong head beyond the from because they talk
and you want me priest.
My conviction. No,
Thank God.
strong head for good cause.
Cool.
I know one right.
Talk to you, talk to you.
Yes. So so when people were boarding, I could tell those who were traveling to the United States. It was that simple. So people were going and checking in. They would tell you all this cock and bull story for you to give whatever they want you to give. So I was just observing. So when it was my turn, I came gradually and I didn't speak pidgin. I just was cracking English, like Mr. Ted.
Americana. Lanfando Obama.
I'm going to America.
I know. Let me start practicing my English language.
Yeah. So, when we boarded, the funniest thing is I didn't find it difficult. I didn't find my seat.
Okay.
When I looked at the boarding pass, I saw, seat this. Back then, there was this Continental Airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Continental Airlines that used to fly here, and stuff like that. So I think my flight was boarded through them, but I flew with United.
Yes. Operator is usually this operated by.
They used to, yeah. So it was well written. See.
You found it.
But even now when people that don't travel a lot of times, they still get confused. Like they can't tell. You know how it be F or A, B, C. Most people can't tell. You'll see person is sitting at A, it should also C.
Yeah, right. I mean,
is this common?
Yeah.
So amnesia.
So you were the elite.
I was like an elite, So I went, sat down, was relaxed. Whatever was happening, the only thing that I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on was whatever the pilot was communicating.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to flight.
I heard nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to flight.
The rest is history.
Yeah. So, and then the excitement of the movies I saw were all movies I wanted to watch before leaving Cameroon.
Yeah, but you had to watch.
Were all there.
Who's our internet day for watching?
I was like,
it was on
internet
the
that way to say back then.
No. I mean, he wanted to watch them when he was still in Cameroon.
CDs back there. Right?
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So we used to watch adverts on.
I almost said movie theater.
I know, right? we used to
cinema.
Yeah, we used to watch adverts on NBC, Action. So we were like, oh, when will I watch this?
You go on the plane, you saw all the movies lined up.
Holy cow! Anything was you are your own. I was just waiting so all those announcements could be over, so I should start watching. And that's so it was fun. I never slept. That's one funny thing.
Wait, the whole time?
Yes.
Where was your transit?
Brussels.
How many hours is it from?
It was I think Brussels is I think 7 hours from Cameroon. 6.5 to 7.
Oh well, that's okay. You can actually do that without sleeping.
Yeah, I didn't sleep, and then our layover was I think 2 hours, and then from there to here was
did you enjoy the food like I did?
Oh my goodness! Guess what? When we got to Brussels, right, for some reason, they called me. So I went, so they were trying to sort me out.
Your ticket?
Yeah. So they asked me about food. I didn't eat from...
Because you're busy watching movies.
Right. And even, first of all, like, I wasn't
you're
even
not
sure.
a food person.
But, So they asked me whether I like beef or chicken. kind of, I was like,
Beef or chicken.
you know. So
Just both.
I was
Both of the two of them. Mix it together, join it.
I know mélanger. You know. So I asked for chicken. Chicken was, chicken is not common. Beef is common.
We don't eat a lot of chicken in Cameroon like that.
So I asked for chicken. So for some reason, surprisingly enough, the rice they had prepared it with the chicken was nice. Yes. And then me,
I don't travel as Sky. They boil okra.
What are they doing? I got on the plane. They said beef or chicken. I don't even remember what I took, but I just know that it was terrible.
It was terrible. Some of the airlines. I've traveled with Air France. I really like their food.
Some carrot over here, some broccoli. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know.
Some airlines, they are chopped terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's not broccoli. You see over there. You look at it.
I really don't notice it. We are taking note of this. Like when you fly, you know how the food, the serving is like this big, right?
Yeah.
But you the flop.
Yeah. Altitude.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What's it concern broccoli and all these guys? So you guys don't even think you can make some jollof rice and put it in this thing for us?
Thank you.
What kind of rubbish is that?
We need airlines that can make. Cutting self is too particular to us. You understand? You jollof rice.
I'm still surprised that airlines cannot accommodate from other cultures, right? We have popular international African dishes. That could be an option.
See, like the whole jollof rice thing.
Like they take 300 people from Africa
especially when they know that they are flying that route, right?
Yeah,
they should have. It should be a thing, right?
There is a bigger picture to that. Sanitation.
What do you mean sanitation?
Wait. No. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, make
your have a standard. No airline wants to be sued.
For what? For jollof rice?
You never know.
No.
If somebody has
so this one that we are eating now, what is that?
Okay, that's what they cook, right?
Listen, honestly,
I understand. I'm not disputing
that one.
I'm not disputing.
Right?
But let them give us the jollof rice. Yes. We'll decide whether the sanitation is anything or what. What's the meaning of that? Talk about sanitation.
Personally, right? I think it's disrespectful.
Imagine. Let's say flying from Atlanta, right, to Nigeria. Majority of the customers are Nigerian. Eating jollof rice now, waiting.
Really, like to me, it's like disrespecting a good chunk of your clientele.
My God,
you have to cater to
because
they are not.
You say beef or chicken? You agree on chicken. They'll bring chicken. Don't carry some small Christmas soup. Pour it on top. Give you 2 spoon rice.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. If they believe I say you bring your own.
But I've seen a video of a Nigerian family. Fufu.
How do they get it on there?
I don't know. I need to find that video. Then they should not. The mommy they are picking there for me. The dad was on that side. The mom was on this side. She was on the window seat, right?
Yeah.
She was the one dishing and serving. If you watch that video, that light then go past.
The rubbish food they say will not play at time for us African. I'm like, are you kidding us?
I know.
I mean, I don't know.
And they can talk about some of our traditional dishes because of the smell, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, but jollof rice, come on.
Yeah.
You can roast
without curry,
African style. You can do stuff that kind of shows that you care about your customers.
The customers, especially those flights that are going directly to Africa, man.
Meet them halfway in between, like okay, we have
with
something
all that
similar.
Or even if they want to give you salad, now give you one kind of salad, now maybe go buy normal cave, take vinegar, mix and over with the boxer, no. Sugar.
They bring you ranch.
They bring you ranch.
And some kind of pop wedges. You got
popsicle.
No, you have a kind of sauce I used to use in the house. I don't know. I've forgotten. I don't know. So
talking about food, right? Fast food restaurants in America, right? That's something that we don't have in Cameroon, right?
Yeah. We have a tumbo. Faster
food.
And more delicious. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Talking about fast food, my first, I don't know whether I should go first or I should let you guys go first.
No, you go ahead with it.
My first experience, you know how you go to order, you go to KFC to order, or McDonald's to order something. You know how fries, right? Mm-hmm. Here is fries.
Right. Oh, you see one fried Irish potato.
Oh, how you get sense so? I don't say can't stand for backline, right? I was trying to use your method.
Yeah, to kind of see what somebody
Yes,
else is.
see what people. You know how they'll not come and say number 1, number 2 as is on the board. For some reason, I mean, I'm not even used to. I wasn't used to at that time, so I could not even think of using number 1, number 2, which will make your life really easy, right? So everybody will come. Can I get a double Mac and double? Up to today, I don't even know those things that they order because I'm really not a fast food. Dunkin' Donuts coffee, yes, I'll do that every day, every time. But McDonald's ordering like food, not really my thing. So can I get a double Mac, whatever? Can I get chicken bacon sandwich, something? Can I get
cheeseburger?
It reached my turn. Chicken and chips. Huh? My accent first of all was thick.
Chicken and chips.
I want chicken and chips. You know, say for Cameroon, no?
Yeah.
Chicken and I want chicken.
Dodo. It was a dodo.
That girl first looked me. I think she was like, do you want to look up any number up there that you want to order? You don't ever be embarrassed for your life.
Oh my God.
And then you know when you talk chicken and chips, you first get some strange accent. Everybody will be like,
yeah.
What's chicken and chips?
Then when you first of all just come America, you're gonna feel embarrassed. Now, if you like, you look me anyhow. It doesn't concern me.
Yeah. Now the thing is, she knows they don't sell chips.
Yes.
And you are talking about chips. So she's confused too.
Like,
right.
What chips are you talking
about? When are fries?
Or
yeah, I mean,
fries.
with fast food up to now, I can say I really do not know about ordering fast food. Like even when I go there from time to time, I'm always confused. I always act like I'm fresh from Cameroon.
Do you take your kids? Do they?
Yeah, I've been with them. They like it a lot. They always like. For some reason, everybody knows it's junk food, but everybody wants it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
So I don't go there often. So when I go there, I try to just get what I want. When they talk about sides, this, I'm like,
it's so confusing.
Just give me whatever. Like I don't even like it in the first place.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it's fun, but I don't like it personally. So I don't even know what it is most of the time. I see it often. I can order, but it's not really my thing. Yeah. I like
that.
That's a junk food man.
That's this guy. I mean,
the man of junk food.
I call any junk food I think I've tasted. Yeah, McDonald's.
And to think that he doesn't eat a lot, then maybe the junk food eater.
Yeah, so I mean it's quick. It's quick, you know.
So that's why you like it?
Not really that I like it per se, but you know when
it's just convenient.
It's convenient. When you've gone. One thing about me is when I'm busy, I forget about food. I only remember when my intestines and enzymes are reacting. So and then I just jump out and pick what I can.
Pick whatever you can lay your hands on.
Yeah, and so
or whatever is ready.
Yeah. That was for food and stuff. But coming to America means we are coming to hustle, right? Coming to make that money. Now, what do you do when you get here? In Cameroon, I was supposed to. I was a teacher, a government teacher for 6 years, and that's all I knew how to do. And I was teaching the literatures and the languages of the world. And I don't know who I was going to teach in America.
Your accent, first of all. Your whole accent, I
can't bring them my English from
boy. Can't teach Americans then.
Okay, now I need to figure something out. I was like, okay, now I'm going to.
You're here for the money.
Yeah. So I want to get my first job, right? My first experience. I said, okay, I'm here. I need to know. I didn't understand how they speak. I couldn't quite hear them, right? So I had to figure out the accent first. Now, how do you do that? I figured out I should go to a grocery store. So my first job was at the grocery store, like serving at the register.
Wait, at the register?
At the register.
You already know the money.
Imagine me. I don't know what $1 looks like. $2. I don't know what. There is a $2 bill anyway. $5. I didn't know what that was.
I had $2 bills,
but I had to go at the grocery store to start working like tomorrow.
Oh my God!
So what I did at first was I had some money. I went and bought dummy money, like this fake money at the store. I came and was counting in the house. I'm preparing. I have to work tomorrow.
Shift tomorrow.
So I'm preparing. Okay, this one at 5 cents, 5, 10. One at 10. One at red. One big 25. $1. Okay, good. I'm set. I'm ready. I rehearsed, went to sleep. Yeah, tomorrow is a big day. I went. The Liberian guy who hired me, he was from Liberia originally, but he had been here for a long time. He was kind of, so He hired me. I got in the store for a register. Okay, register. You take the money, you press the amount, it pops out, and you give the change. Easy. 1, 2. Okay, I'm okay. The first person
Why
came.
am I laughing?
I was sitting there waiting. Next.
And you can be so excited.
Excited and scared sometimes.
Until you start forgetting.
The next person came, swiped the card, bought it, and went.
That was easy.
Thanks, assistant.
I know.
Thank you, Jesus.
I know.
Next person, card. The other person, cash. I said, okay.
This is where work starts.
He took out cash. He gave me $20 bill. He bought it for about $7 something. And I was just sitting there. Okay, now I have to start counting with my fingers and my toes.
You remember everything you accounted at home or you learned at home?
I first of all counted the first like $13 or $12.
That was simple.
Now I have to count the cents and the nickels. No, wait, the cents are okay. I know there's 1, there's 5, and there is 10, there's 25, right? Good, that was good. Now she brought us like a nickel and a dime and a quarter and a penny. Okay, I know. I was just done. I don't know where I was going.
Well, what's a nickel? What is a dime?
I gave her a change. It was missing something. So she was like, I need a dime or something like that. I was like, okay. Now.
I would not even till today. After all these years, I don't even know the difference.
Sweating, like I could feel sweat running down my back into my pants. I was sweating profusely, like I was wet. Sweating. I was feeling like. Then the line is getting longer, and
you're wasting time.
I'm embarrassed to call the manager and say I can't count money. That was I was like, okay, I'm going to quit this job now. I'm just.
Oh my god, I would feel the same way. My god.
I called the manager. He came and he understood. He knew I was like fresh off the boat. So he was like, okay. He came, Stanley. He just came and helped me out and went.
Shout out to Stanley.
Stanley, man.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is good. I go stroke. I was like, take air.
I
go stroke.
Clear your brain because
this will evaporate.
And then you know how you first of all get inferiority complex coming from Africa freshly.
And they're just looking at me like they were talking. They didn't. I couldn't understand.
They couldn't understand you as well.
Like I said. But
there was no communication happening.
Baptism of fire. Now the thing is, I chose that on purpose because
you wanted to learn.
The only way to learn is to do it.
Yeah.
Right? To go in front of the fire, face it, and come out. After 2 weeks, I was a pro.
Okay.
Before then, 3 months later, I was the assistant manager of that store.
Oh, you went up that fast?
Yeah, and before I think that the sixth month, I was a manager, something like that. I was a manager for a long time at that store. So it's like. Throw yourself in there. Yeah. Just learn how to swim. The beginnings are horrible. Like if you
have to just fumble and stumble and get it.
And I made it. I was like, okay. My first job, man, that was hell.
I know. Lionel, how was your first job? I'm trying to keep my first job for last.
But my very first job when I got here, it's crazy. Guess what? That's babysitting.
Okay.
Yes, I have to be.
You know, it's not very common to see male babysitters, right?
Yeah. It's not common at all.
You're good with kids, so
very good with kids.
That's all they call it.
Yeah, well, I guess
after preschool is babysitting.
You know. Yeah. So you know, while I was searching men, job hunting was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Emma. That is my mother. That I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And she was with us last week.
Sacrificed.
That's the grammar.
Yeah, she sacrificed. Yo, you know what it means to take you to go look for a job wherever, and at the back of her mind is when you get that job, you use my car to go to work.
Oh wow!
I'll figure myself out.
Hold on, keep that car thing. We have to talk about car.
I wasn't gonna that, you know. So that was her plan, but we went everywhere, areas that till today
you would not imagine.
I will not be able to go to.
Yeah, but she took you there to try to find you a job.
Get me a job. So no matter what, nobody can play with my Emma when I'm around. Nobody can.
Yeah. So where did you get the first job?
Where I don't know how related they are, but it's just like a younger sister to her, you know. so the showman income was too much. So she was like, you should just do something, even earn something. I know you don't want to come and ask me for money, but I know you need it. So if you do something, they pay you, it's your money. So that's how she was like, oh, okay, there's somebody who is looking for somebody to look after kids. And she was just saying it.
Yeah, guy, it's kind of odd.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? First of all, I like it.
No, you like it,
right? I like it, and I was like, it doesn't mean I will not be looking for a job still. So I went out there. I was like, yeah, let me give it a try and see. Went, had a conversation, and they were like, oh, and then funny enough, the kids, the last three were like, ooh, they were coming, uncle, you know.
They liked you.
And then the way I was interacting with them, the dad was like, oh, yeah.
You're good.
You got the job.
Yeah. So he didn't say it to my hearing. So he was just communicating with
the wife,
with the wife and
my have a good spirit.
Yeah.
Was it living? Did you have to do living?
Yes, actually.
So you're staying with them?
Yes, I was staying with them, and I had my own quarters. Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
you are an executive babysitter. America will humble you.
TV.
America will humble you.
Huge bed.
But they were not yours though. You were
They
just
were not.
houseboy.
Yeah, I was just houseboy. You know, but I was comfortable. That's the one thing I was saying. I was comfortable. So.
You see the things we live at Cameroon.
Come close to your mic. I know.
I put it a little closer to me. I want to lean. No,
I know you're a little bit tired.
Guess what?
I'm not tired.
I actually did it for a month.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You did for how long?
Just a month.
No way.
Yeah.
What happened? It wasn't
I didn't have
comfortable.
my weekends that I wanted.
Oh, you were supposed to work
Terms
on
and
weekends.
conditions changed.
Yeah, the terms and conditions changed, and I was like, we can't go off the script.
Mm-hmm.
We have to. Yeah. So I was like, no, I'm done. And that's how I left. But till
quit
today,
your
those
first job.
kids are still
He quit his first job.
so dear to me.
Yeah, what about
when
your
we
first
meet,
job?
you know.
My first job. So when I came, I originally. We'll talk about it on another episode. This job. Let's go to cars, My first car. You know how Maryland is. When you come to Maryland, some areas that you live in, it's very difficult to catch a bus. So
there's no bus route actually.
Exactly.
Some areas.
So and then the kind of work that I had to start doing, I had to, because I had to move from the house to somewhere, so I had to have a car. Apart from that, it's really very necessary, especially in this Maryland. It's not like New York that you go start for years.
Somewhere here and there.
Exactly. You go catch bus, you go do this, and so I called back home. So I had some money, so I had my mom send the money to me so that we could, so I could go get a car. That day, it was myself and one friend, me, two girls. We went to saw a car online.
You went to buy it.
Drove to Baltimore. No experience.
Oh my
God. It wasn't even Baltimore. I didn't even know that place, but that place looked like Baltimore. No experience. We don't even know what we're supposed to be looking for. We just want a car. Is the car moving? Yes. Oh yeah, let's go. She took me. She drove. She took me. We got there. No, I was the one who drove. We got there. This guy came, showed us the car and everything. He said, okay, I have to go and pick up my kid and drop my kid at home, then bring the car back to you guys. Tell me why we did not leave that place. We stood there. We were trying to, so we'll go through with this deal. He came, we gave him the money. He gave us his tag. He said he would call us later and we'll give him the tag. And then, guess what? He didn't give us paperwork for the car. We didn't even know that there's supposed to be some kind of paperwork or whatever.
Peanuts.
No, he gave us one paperwork, but the other one he didn't give us. Then we didn't know that. I didn't know that I was supposed to take the car and go to quick tax or something.
Oh yeah.
So first of all, get a temporary tag.
So just driving the car.
They gave me a tag. Oh yeah, let's go. We're officially in town. I drove off, came and parked the car. I woke up one morning. Then I think I was supposed to look for. I was going to go to somewhere to go and look for a job, and I didn't have gas. I was so broke.
I didn't have gas in my car. So I remember I came and asked Fritz. I said, Fritz, I need gas. I need to go to somewhere. Can you get me like gas for like $10 that can take me there? When I start working, and then I'll give you back the $10. So he was okay, let's go to the gas station. First of all, thank you so much. That was really amazing. Oh, yeah? We go to the gas station. He was like, go ahead, do it. I said, so you know how you have to. I said, so how much? He was like, put full tank. It's okay. I said, Fritz, now full tank. It was like $39 or so. That was a lot to me. I'm like, supposed to should not put you gas for $40, So thank you so much. I mean, I will never ever forget. I never forget stuff like that. Actually, exactly. I really don't forget stuff like that. That was like,
it was a Chevy Clio or something like that.
No, that's the second. You are fast forwarding my story. It was a Pontiac.
Yeah.
Yes. One day,
Pontiac.
One day I was just sitting. Something came to my mind. Something told me that this car has a problem. Because after that, I started calling that boy. I said, okay, I want to return your tag. The boy was not picking up my call. Oh. I said, something is wrong with this car. I go snap that motor. I put them back on Facebook Market. Some lady say one buyer. I tell the lady, say they moved to Utah.
You are saying motor?
I motor because we no fit driver from Maryland to Utah. So I go meet up people some place. So I sold the car to her, gave her that tag, and then I think I sold it for even more than what I bought it for.
Yeah.
And then I could not take over. So she's like, how are you gonna get back home? I said, okay, can you drop me off? My sister is waiting for me. And then I had to come to the 7-Eleven where I was living at that time. I said, oh, my sister says she's coming from work. She's at the 7-Eleven. She'll pick me up from here and then we'll go. I didn't want her to understand that I live anywhere around that area.
Oh my God.
As I gave her that car, she gave me my money. And then I went back home. That lady texted me like 3 or 4 days after that car had some issues that the car needs 2,500. I need 3,500 to fix. So I told the car for 1,700. Because I'll be there.
You stop picking her.
I hand over my problems to you. Sort yourself. I don't come and stress my life because I'm here like this. I'm stressed up. I'm broke and everything. Now I had to find another car because somehow work had to start. I had to
you had to work, right?
That's how I found out my small Chevy Aveo. Now the Chevy Aveo.
That car is
Lord.
Small box car.
So I was able to change it to what I'm driving right now. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be a story.
Look at Lionel was driving when he came here, and you didn't have problem with cars.
No, I didn't have problems with
so you came and you had a car like almost immediately?
Not immediately, but I mean, I had a car at my disposal that I could use.
Okay.
So I was not in a mad rush to
get a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so I had to save for what I want.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in a hurry to get a car because actually I was working just by in my neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
at the
neighborhood.
store.
Okay,
so you could walk.
You could actually
walk into work every day.
Yeah.
So
that was good exercise.
I even had my bicycle, you know.
Yeah, but
I know. Summertime.
I used to ride on the bike, most of it on the bicycle all the time around the neighborhood, and I just saved up.
That made things easier for you.
I saved up some money and just bought the car I wanted. So it was pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time that so there was this place that I worked there one time. I contacted this lady. I said, okay, I need a job. I need to, do something. I want to work. So she was like, okay, this, you know how people take, clients, they're doing like home health aid, but your client live for your house, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, I get client for house. I just need you to come and take care of the person. I'll pay you this. You're working this number of hours. I'm like, okay, fine. That's
it's like a relative, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
They got people into their house and took care of them like a facility.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can actually do that. Like it's a whole program. You can actually do that. People do that a lot. A lot of people do that. You see some person join the and some white man. You the one that say, why is this the person is different? They pay. So it's a thing. Mm-hmm. So when I got there that morning, me leaving the house, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to this place where I'll be taking care of this. The person is not actually sick. Probably dementia, according to how the lady be explaining for me, right? So my understanding, I have to get there, take care of that person. Then she said, the person has day programs. You take them to the bus stop. They'll take the bus and then come back. Mm-hmm. And, only for me to get there, as I reached for that place, that woman is some Jamaican woman, he married some Nigerian man. I got there, sink piled up, full sink of dirty plates. So other dirty plate them get for inside bowl. You know that kind of big bath.
Cockroach that has cockroach.
Yeah.
So as I walk in, I'm like, oh, okay. But when I know say I walk my house, get work now.
Cleaning and all that.
No, I go wash pan.
Ha!
Yeah.
Oh, no fine.
I go. Okay, so this is what you're gonna do. You have to clean the sink. I said, wash that pan. I don't finish wash that one for sink. I start wash that one then for inside that bowl. I like put it in the sink and I started washing it. And then it became just come off for chop. It just can't put the or just it just slide the other plate inside sink.
There is a liar. You know, call me can wash her.
And there.
You did walk, no?
I didn't walk. I did on the clock there.
Oh,
I don't want me to fire me for first day. Do you guys know that this second or third day when I got there, in the course of our conversation, the lady found out that I was from Africa and I gone to school in Nigeria. Oh, you know Nigeria jollof here. Oh, you know my husband really likes Nigeria jollof. My husband, I cook. What did you say I had to? I go African store. What are you talking about? I go African store. I cook ogbono. I cook the famous moi moi that you didn't know. I cook jollof rice. So I was practically house girl.
That one more you cook and put some egg inside.
Yes, that one.
Oh yes.
So
America. The double your salary or you just the same. Well, that's too much work, right?
By the end of the day, no. That's my underfood and mean one for inside underfood because I was standing the whole day.
Yeah.
You know, imagine cooking moi for wash beans, soak them, wash them, blend them. Oh, man, America humble you coming from Cameroon as a lawyer.
Lawyer. Madam lawyer.
Or with an office with a secretary. At one point, I even had a personal assistant because I was running my blog, I was doing my business, and then I was working as a lawyer. So imagine
you start washing dishes, cooking more.
See, people out there, you guys watching and listening, that's America for you.
Yeah,
I think I did have a case. A friend introduced me. I was over the phone with her with another friend who was just coming from another country as a big nail tech, like established nail tech from the other country. She just came in and she's like trying to find a place to. So we're on the phone with her. I was just saying, look, this is America. You have to start from somewhere.
From scratch.
You have to start from the bottom. It's different for other people. They can come in here. Like, let's look at your situation, right? Okay, you have been here for a couple of years. Your family came. It's different. Yeah. You're already here. You're already providing for them.
Came when I'm established. Right?
Yes.
It's easy.
But you coming as a whole single person like myself, I can't. There's nobody that I'm waiting on to do stuff for me.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do everything for myself.
Yeah, but I find starting from the bottom interesting because it kind of builds you up. You kind of
you understand a whole lot of things.
When I started from that store, I think I really was in a better place to learn the language and understand how the people communicate, how they behave, right? Mm-hmm. Because
how they do their stuff.
Imagine I didn't know anything about how you call stuff in the store. I didn't know anything. It took me 3 months to know almost everything. That was the fastest route, right? It was stressful from the start, of course. I was sweating. But that was the fastest route to understanding the society where I was going to live for probably the rest of my life, right? So I thought that was starting from the bottom. I couldn't have said, okay, I was a government worker. I cannot do this now.
If you come with that ideology, you're not gonna be able to.
It will break you real quick.
Start from scratch.
You will be depressed.
Just build and grow from there. And I can only look back and say, oh, that was a good start.
Yeah. You know? Talking about that, that alone has helped me a lot because I remember one time, man, I miss if I don't walk, I can't walk. You remember there was a day I went to the nail salon. The
nail salon.
Yeah. So I got there to do my nails, right? By the time I got in there, so it was packed. It was on a Saturday. It was packed with people. I think around that time, Fichan was in America. My friend in Cameroon. Shout out to you, Fichan. Oh, yeah. She was in America at that time. So me and her were on the phone. We were just talking distant. So I got carried away myself. And then I noticed that when I got in, every seat there was busy or was occupied. So the owner of the place, he just said, just sit down. So I noticed another customer came in after me. They attended to that person whilst I was just sitting there. I was distracted on my phone by anyways, but then, you know, I was there before that. So I called the guy's attention. I'm like, he said, I'm so sorry. There's just a lot of people. I don't have enough workers. Do you know how to do nails? Me? I know how to do everything. Yes. I said, do you want to employ me? He said, yes. When can I said, tomorrow. I can start tomorrow. Do you know, I know how to do nails. Yes, I know. You don't see poverty before. So, by the time I got home, Google. Oh man, I slept on YouTube. I was looking. I mean, I had the little experience, knowledge, not really experience. Small knowledge. So Cameroon, if you put your nails, you know. I can't that next day. You know, then for here they do acrylic. In Cameroon, you see people they just put glue attach and now we acrylic don't they get to they gave me a customer.
Oh, for customer.
I didn't even they fumbling. The customer not feel like me man go through without my family one day. See, it was bad. But then so when my boss tried to give me as a fumble, you know, so he figured out I don't understand. He's very intelligent. He wanted to know where he could start up with me. So he called me for back. He was like, DJ. So I'm like, okay, yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna come out clean. I don't, but I just need a job. But I'm a fast learner. You're gonna like me when you teach me. So he was like, okay, fine. I started doing pedicures. They taught me how to do pedicures. So I started from there. Now I learned the business from that man. Now I have my own shop. Even though I'm not doing nails, I have my braiding shop. I learned business from him. I learned customer service from him. I understood how America and business function. I understood that you could. You know how we Africans think you only get for being a nurse or IT. When IT was getting hot as well, you only get for being a nurse or an IT, or you do caregiving, HHA, CNA, and all of those things. I got into the position where I could learn about business. There were Saturdays that we were doing $6,000, $7,000 on a Saturday, and I'm like, this is a whole senior level IT salary after tax, right?
Yeah.
And I used to talk with my boss. I'll be asking him, yes, that's what we didn't knock out for one day.
One weekend.
For one weekend, one Saturday, summertime, it's crazy. So I'm sitting there, I'm seeing all of these things. So this is the possibility. That's one thing I took from that place. And then I used to pick my boss's brain. He's so smart. I'll talk with him. He didn't go to school, but he's intelligent for another level.
Business savvy.
Yes. He be business savvy and he gets sense, natural sense. He just don't know how to express himself. English is horrible, but he know
get
the
stuff
they
is there.
If he talk sometimes I be struggle for understand, but we understand ourselves. So I picked a lot from him and his family. He works in there, his son, his wife, himself.
Family business.
It's a family business. When I started my hair salon, when I started my braiding shop, I started by myself. You know, that working at that place made me to understand that you can work 9 to 5, but the money is in the business. The money is in the business, and anybody can survive as a business person. You know how those things say we Africans will not go film makeup, no, just go clock in, clock out.
No answer, yes, sir.
It's always a good
that
thing
man,
to
no, I learned all kinds of things from that man, and that was what gave me the courage. I'm like, this man is a minority like myself.
Like yourself.
If he's doing it and making,
and you talk better English past yourself.
Come on. So I knew that. Of course, I knew that I could do it. So I took it from there. And Sammy, when I talked to that man get money, I remember one time I booked a trip for them because he has this work culture. You know how we Asian people, they work. They don't care about anything. It's work. So one time we're just discussing in the salon. It was a slow period. It was like December. It's cold, so people really don't come in a lot. It was early January. So I'm like, you guys should take in India. I mean, for them, Papa. You know, so we used to just call him. Either we call him Andy or we just call him Ba. So as an African, you don't know Ba. You guys should take a vacation. You've been working since they came. Yeah, so I was telling them that they need to take a vacation. They had never gone to anywhere. So I booked a vacation for them. He gave me his card. I booked everything, and they went to Vegas. And when they got back, you know, they had paid for some things that they had to refund them. Do you know that? I was asking him, I said, did they refund you? He said, even if they do, I would not know. He doesn't even know his account balance.
Oh, man.
It's
just money in.
He is that rich.
In disorder.
He get that kind of money, you know. So working with him was just amazing. And like you said, starting from the bottom is one of the best things that can happen to anybody. Yeah. Most times people don't go look at like, oh, I get to leave my days, I get to come, oh, America, I don't go feel survive, I don't feel start from the bottom, but it actually makes you learn a lot.
I think every solid thing needs a solid
foundation.
Regardless of what the foundation looks like to you, honestly, it's a good thing to start from scratch.
Yeah.
Just make it. And when you make it up there, you're gonna be unshakable, right? It's gonna be easy for you to kind of build stronger because you started from the bottom.
Yeah,
it's hard. I know
it is.
It sucks. Like when you most of the time you don't want to tell people what you're doing, right? Like Lionel couldn't tell people in Cameroon that he was doing babysitting. I could.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I'll
some
say
people would not want to say it, right?
Yeah.
Some people couldn't say that. Oh, I'm now at the service store or at the wash pan for some woman house. No, it sounds demeaning, but that's something that you really have to do when you move over here. Sometimes, if you're not lucky, if you are like the first person, some people are kind of lucky. They come in when others have been here before them. They have put the foundation. They know the good path to go, and they just jump. People come here and just jump into six figures. I've seen people come here 4 months, 6 months later making 6 figures. I've seen that firsthand, right?
Yeah,
people are lucky, but
everybody is not lucky.
Yeah, so
most especially when you put pride in front.
That's the thing. Pride can kill you. Literally.
So somebody will literally tell you that, that for me to go wash pan, I better stay here for Cameroon. But guess what? You wake up every morning and look forward to your mother's cooking.
Yeah.
You're going to Cameroon, like this thing that people don't want. People want to do just what they like doing.
It doesn't apply in every case, especially when you're abroad.
Yeah, especially
the other day as well on the phone, I was like, you go for touch sheet first before you touch gold for the America.
Yeah. Yep. Because I remember I have a couple of people who were like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this, they want to do that. But at that time, I was doing odd job, factory job, and I'm struggling in the factory trying to make money to pay my rent and maybe help back home. And someone will tell you, I can't do that one. That's beneath me. I said, look, what I'm doing here, I don't like to do it, right? I'm not going to do what I don't like to do to give you the money so you can do what you want to do. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? So let's start from somewhere uncomfortable, all of us, and we are going to grow.
We're going to grow together.
That's a mindset, right?
Yeah.
If you need to get something, do anything you need to do to get that thing at that time. Yeah. Then move towards the next step, the next bigger thing, right? Yeah, that's how I think.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we all have our experiences. Lionel has talked about his. You have, said your own story, and of course, the people that are watching us and the people that are listening to us, they definitely have their own stories that we're gonna really enjoy reading those stories. So, of course, the comment section is very, very open. You guys go ahead and share your experiences. Whatever, it doesn't have to be you moving to America, whatever country. Even if you move now from Cameroon to Panya, it's still a new place, Even you move from Cameroon to wherever, it's a new place to you.
From Bo Etoma to Yaoundé.
Exactly, it's a new place. So just tell us about your experience. Put it down in the comment section. Just tell us. We would like to share with you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and for those of you listening, thank you for listening to us. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time or same time next week. We're gonna drop another episode. It's gonna be constant. It's gonna be every week. We'll communicate the time or the day that we'll be dropping a new episode. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, and I pray that this be a wonderful, wonderful year for us all. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Stay blessed.
Ciao, everyone.
Peace.
Okay.